The only limitations in our lives are those we impose on ourselves. On ourselves. The only limitations are those we place on ourselves. How often are we in situations where our own thoughts can just eat us alive? They can just cause us to not want to move, not want to make a choice, not want to take a stand, not want to step out with courage. It is so often that we hold ourselves back. What are you holding yourself back from? What is it that you really want in this life? It starts with a choice. It starts with the decision that must be made. A decision for the good rather than the past, rather than the same old, same old. That's all it comes down to. If we are limiting ourselves, well, then that means that we must believe in a greater idea, believe in something greater than what we're currently getting. If we can do that, we can then take that step, move in that direction, change our pace, change our lives through that one choice. Because when the time comes in that moment where we are desiring something greater, and we're hit with the thoughts of staying how we are, how things have always been, we have to have the courage in that moment to say, you know what? I'm going to believe in a greater potential, believe in a vision, believe in something that I aspire to be, and then take the necessary actions to create it, to embody it, to be it. And it's not easy. That's not an easy task. If you're addicted to smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, going out and partying every Friday night, eating cookies every Sunday, watching TV every time you get home after work, you're going to have to make a choice to no longer do that. And if you make that choice in that moment, you're going to be hit with all the thoughts that are going to want to entice you to continue to do that thing that you were doing. But if you have the courage to want to change and to actually step out and change, you're going to be hit with the thoughts, and it's going to be limiting you. It's going to want to limit your choice. You're going to hear these thoughts in your head that are talking you out of doing that good thing, out of not doing that anymore. You are a consumption of your habits, of your patterns, of your ways of being. And if you continue in the same ways of being, nothing new in your life can happen. But if you make these changes, these choices to not watch TV after you get home from work and read a book or do a meditation or go out and exercise, you're going to get a different result. That's the only way things change in our lives, is through actions. Action creates results. That's it. It's that simple. So if we can take control of our actions, then we can create new results. But like I said, you're going to get hit with those thoughts that don't want you to change, that don't want you to no longer do that action. Watching porn, drinking alcohol, eating sugary foods, eating processed foods, comfort foods, going out on Friday nights. When you give those things up, you're going to experience a new version of you, a new version of reality. That was so hard for you, but believe me, you are alleviating energy. It's going to alleviate energy. It's going to cause you to change. You're going to get a new stream of consciousness that flows through you. We're all receiving a stream of consciousness from above, from God. And it's through the sacrifices that we make that cause us to entertain different types of thought. But most people don't look at it like that because they haven't gone through it. They haven't sacrificed enough. They're still overweight. They're still eating the shitty foods. They're still not exercising. They're still not living in their purpose. They're stuck on the pornography. They're stuck on the alcohol, on the partying, on the short-term pleasures. But when you give those up, you will start to alleviate energy. You'll no longer be limiting yourself by those types of thoughts, because that energy is tied to those thoughts, or those thoughts are tied to that energy. And when you give that energy up and you no longer want to do those things, you start to alleviate energy, and then new energy, you become new energy. You are perfect. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. Everyone should be healthy. But there's things that are causing them to not be healthy. The food that they eat, the actions that they take, the things that they consume. Not just food, not just drinks, but the content as well. It's what you feed your mind, you become. So you think, you become. So stop limiting yourself. Look at your life right now. What is limited in your life? What is something that you know you shouldn't be doing? It's really simple. Regret is your guideline. So when you operate like that, you realize anything that you regret is God calling you to a higher level of life. So recognize the things that you regret, that you know you don't want to do, and then do the hard thing. Make the choice to not do it in the moment. It's tough. Believe me, it's tough. But it's like a demon inside of you that you have to no longer feed. And as you slowly no longer feed it, it starts to wear away more and more. And eventually it just alleviates. And it's gone. So the only limitations in our lives are those we impose on ourselves. Get clear. Start doing the things that you know you should be doing. Don't worry about the things that you know you should be doing. Just remove the things that you know you shouldn't be doing. And as you start to remove those things, you'll start to download a new set of consciousness, a new set of thoughts that are going to cause you to do the things that you want to do in this life, that are going to lead you to your highest good, highest purpose in this life. That's it. Just remove the things that you know you shouldn't be doing and let the rest do itself. Let's go.